Hello, Teresa. Thank you for coming back in today. I really appreciate having you here. So we've recently begun working together, and you were in earlier this week for your first comprehensive clearing. So you are a health and beauty expert. You own your own business, and you're kind of rocking it. So would you mind just sharing with the folks at the Burn Bright Today community? Will you just share a little bit about what brought you in?
Well, what brought me in is that I love crystals and I believe in the healing work of crystals, but I never heard of this process before or this practice. And so after learning more about what you do, it really intrigued me. And so I had intentions in coming to see you anyway. But on that particular day, this past Tuesday, I was at a crossroads on some life-changing decisions that I need to make for myself. And at the same time, I was also facing some obstacles. And the obstacles and the decisions were really heavy. And I was really finding it very hard to make decisions or to even decide. And what I did know is that I just felt blocked. And I felt heavy unnecessarily, which I'm a very lighthearted person. I'm a very optimistic person, and I'm a very empathetic person. So I was feeling like I was carrying a lot of burdens and not all of them were mine. And so I was just starting to really begin to break down. I was beginning to feel depressed and very tired, sleeping a lot, and very foggy. Even on the simplest of things. And it wasn't because I was dehydrated, because I've been on a water regimen. It wasn't because I wasn't eating right or resting, because business has been really slow and I've been getting plenty of rest, even when I don't want to. So it wasn't anything like that. But the particular morning that I came in, I was just really at a crossroads. And I happened to see you and you had an opening, and I decided to give it a try. And like I said, I understand crystals and I love crystals, and I feel personally that they work, especially when used properly. And I understand chakras and all of that, and I knew that I needed my chakras cleared and revitalized. And so the work that you did as I was laying there and you were laying the stones on me, because of my prior knowledge, I knew that the crystals that you were using were actually the crystals that were needed for the chakras that you were addressing. And, so the service itself, what you did was just the whole being here was relaxing for me. That number one, I needed to be able to relax, and I couldn't bring that for myself. I couldn't do it for myself. I was at a point where I couldn't do it for myself. And so as you started, when you started to lay the different crystals on me, I started to focus on those areas myself. I listened to the words that you said, and I agreed with you about clearing those areas. And I think, because it's necessary that we work together. So I was not resisting. And I think by the time you started to use the diamonds, you had placed the diamond on my ankle, and I actually felt the vibration. And that was amazing to me, because certain crystals, I can feel their energy, but that was the first time I ever really I felt it. But notwithstanding, going through the service, it was very calm, it was very meditating. It allowed me to release from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head and beyond. And it was very relaxing. And I was very optimistic. When I left, I was very tired. I went home, I went to sleep. And then I can say that afterwards, the last couple of days, I've experienced a lot of creativity has come back. I'm a very creative person. I've always got some plan to do something, it just comes to me like that. And I've been able to get back to some of the projects that I started. I've had clarity at where I was stuck. I've been motivated. I want to do it. I'm still a little tired, so I'm not saying that all of a sudden my life has changed, but I got the energy that I needed to make the changes that I needed. Because at the end of the day, you got to meet that expectation. You got to put your feet to it. You got to be physical. And before, I didn't feel physically able to do it. And so these last couple of days, I felt physically able to do it. And my attitude has been different. I just don't have that cloud over me, you know. And so, you know, everything is new. So now I'm able to think, you know, and come up with ideas and not feel so pressured and not feel so lost. So that's what I came in here for, to get clearing and to just get my mojo back. And I feel like my mojo is coming back. You know, I do. I feel so much better. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate your work. And so I say, for those of you who are skeptics, that's the number one thing that will stop you from receiving what you need. You know, just be open to it. And the words that are used will really help you. They will really help clear you and give you, it will seem like it's your own idea to do these things, to feel better. And I feel better, and I really appreciate it. You know, I will definitely be back, and I will definitely be sharing this with people that I meet in my chair, because, you know, as a hairstylist, people come to dump. And I will say, oh, thank you for leaving all that here. Now let me point you to the corner where you can really get some work done and get on with your life. So that's what it was like for me.
Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. It's just delightful working with you. And I am really excited to continue to work together and see what comes up next for you.
Me too.
Thank you. That was beautiful. No, that was absolutely beautiful. You were, no.